What it do, my lovely baby boos? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hidden Truth Tarot, and we are going to get back at it with another pick a card reading. For this reading, it's going to be for how do men view you? Okay, so this can be anybody, as in anybody you were romantically connected to. This could be friends, family, co-workers. It's just going to be on a general aspect of how men view you. Okay, we have 3 piles to pick from: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can either choose your pile by looking at these 3 cards, or you can look at the thumbnail and choose from those pictures. If you guys like this type of energy, pick a card readings, tarot related content, zodiac sign, pick a card, celebrity tarot readings, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like as well if you enjoy the way that I read, and comment if you feel like it. If you feel like booking a personal reading, everything you'll need will be in my description. Okay. Alright, so with no further ado, let's get into pile 1. How do men view you, pile 1? The fuck? Cause she got, or he you know, because you could be a masculine watching. You got a big fucking ego. 5 of Swords. You're someone that is really hard to I feel like how men look at you, pile 1, is like you're really hard to defeat. I feel like if they hate you, they love you. If they are trying to go against you, they're finding themselves being obsessed with you as they're in competition with you. There's just this energy of 5 of Swords of them wanting to look back. Okay, it's funny because I did say the word contact. These people will forever, I feel like, want to reach out to you, or want to be in your energy, or want to be in your vicinity. There's something about you that's very strong, something about you that doesn't take shit, something about you that is well, that like I feel like what these type of men find you you know, interesting is that like you have a sense of truth, or you sit in a sense of individuality. Like you're not like everybody else, pile 1. So I want to say family members, friends, romantic interests, you know, pile 1, how men view you as someone who is like irreplaceably, like you leave a stamp, you leave a mark. And sometimes that can be really negative, as in like, holy shit, this girl was, or this guy was a bitch, or they did this, da 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 da. Or very positive, as in like you leave a stamp where it's like they can't replace. Because I just look at how, even though this card talks about conflict, that's why I said you can sit on both ends of the scale. Like it feels to me that like people still love you even if they have some type of resentment towards you. They care about you even if they want to act like they don't. They'll look towards your energy because you did bring something irreplaceable, Beyonce. But also too, maybe you're like someone who is like not, yeah, look at that, the back of the deck we do have that Ace of Swords. You're someone that speaks their truth, you're someone that speaks their mind, you're someone who sits in a very authentic space. And who could really hate you, who could really be bothered by that when it can be such an attractive quality? And I hate to say this, especially if this is like family members or someone who sits more in a platonic space. I just feel like people admire your strength and the fact that you can speak up for yourself, and you stand in a very individuality is what Spirit's wanting me to say, but like you stand in a very individual space, like you hold your own. And we already know that Ace of Swords is saying like this person's always going to want to be kind of in your energy contact. So if you have a family member or a friend or a lover or someone that just keeps on circling back, it's because you bring an energy that's very irreplaceable, pile 1. Yeah, 9 of Swords. This could be heavy air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Maybe this could also say that what men view you to be very mentally stimulating. So you know how to have conversations. Maybe you guys have great stories to tell. People really love, especially in the masculine energy, love to sit in your energy. And I keep on getting this energy too, that you're very strong. Like they like that about you. You're not someone who's just going to, I don't know, just take anything. I feel like these type of masculines that are tapping in for pile 1, it's saying that they like the fact that maybe you cut them off, or they like the fact that maybe you are very stern in your wording, or you're very blunt in how you articulate things. It's like you sit in this energy of like, I don't give a fuck. And the masculines here that are looking at you, they fucking fuck with that, because maybe they wish they sat in that energy. But it also could just be the energy of like you being a wild card. And it's funny how I said that because we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. Like, that's exactly what you are. A wild card, unpredictable, but in the most best ways. Like I said, I'm not probably one. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, you're not every masculine's cup of tea, but I do feel like it's because of the individuality that you sit in. But I do feel like even if masculines kind of look at you or side-eyeing you, they're still looking at you, right? So there's still a pull to your energy. You know, masculines find you to be very magnetic. Like, they pay attention to you, even if they're like, why am I paying attention? Why am I watching? Why am I keeping up? You're keeping up because you want to be there secretly, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I also feel like too, I don't know why, but someone could have, like, I feel like it's the way you articulate stuff, pile one, like the way you say things could be very captivating to masculines. Like, I don't know why the way I said too, like, it it makes people, like, I feel like masculines want to, like, not like you so bad, but they definitely feel like there is a soft spot energy for you, okay? It made me forget what I was about to say. So maybe you guys have an energy that's, like I said, this is very unforgettable. Like, it's unexplainable. Okay, so the first card we have is longing. It says missing you, let's talk a reunion. So I'm telling you, pile one, you have the energy as, like, I'll always contact, I'll always keep up with you, I'll find myself looking back and asking myself why I'm looking back. And they're looking back because you bring a very authentic energy, a different energy, an irreplaceable energy, 333. Okay, so I just want to say that, like I said, there's certain people that look at you as someone that they'll always go back to, always try to open the door, always try to check in on, like, because you're very different. We also have paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. So, you know, as well, masculines find you to, like I said, you don't take shit. You're very on guard. You can see through a lot of things that they wish that could be, maybe, you know, that they wish they could hide a lot more. Like, I feel like you open up sides, or you're able to open up portals, is what Spirit is having me say, or just energy where it's like, how did you know that? Where did you figure that out? How did you get this information? And even though, like, that can be very intimidating, when you're not ready to accept your own truth, it's going to make you feel very paranoid. It's going to make you feel vulnerable. So I definitely feel like masculines feel very exposed. They feel very seen, especially if you're someone who is spiritual, or, you know, you just know your shit. You're on your P's and Q's. You don't really necessarily got to be spiritual. All right, so Two-Faced, we have double life, cheater, and backstabber. So this is what I mean about masculines may have taken you for granted, but they like the fact that you're very strong, because it gives the energy of them living their own lives but still checking on yours, right? Living in a different energy that's not authentic to who they truly are, but still going back to you because you remind them of parts of themselves that bring out that real authenticity within themselves. So it's like, I think men find it attractive about you too, or they view you to be very mysterious or hard to pick. Like, some of you are very innocent, and then boom, like, they realize, oh shit, maybe they get a angry side out of you, and they're like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have fucked with this person like that. Or, like, you're very unpredictable. Like, that Wheel of Fortune, it's like it's like a gamble, and I think they find that very enjoyable, because you're not, like, the safe option. You're not the safe space, because they're looking back towards you because there's something about you that's different. But also at the same time, if they're not ready, if they're not aligned, they find themselves getting either trigger exposed or kind of in this energy of, like, discomfort because of what you can bring to the table, or what you bring to light, power one. All right, so it feels to me that it's like the way that men view you, and you got to keep in mind, this feels very romantic, by the way. So this could be how exes feel about you, or anybody you've had some type of romantic connection with. But remember, this can be friends, family members, co-workers, bosses. It's like your energy is very different than what people are used to. Because we do have a divorce. It says divorce, ghosted, and separation. Okay, so it's like these people don't want to think about you. These people want to move on. These people want to act like your energy or your light don't affect them, but it affects them more ways than you realize. Yeah, love affair. Like, some of them are trying dirty little secret sex acts. Like, I don't know. It's like, it gives, like, you guys give very divine energy, whether you are an emperor or an empress. You sit in this irreplaceable vibe. It's like, I could go somewhere else, but it doesn't compare what I could have with pile one or what pile one was bringing to the table. Yeah, you may be honest and you may be cute and you may be whatever, but it's nothing like what pile. It's like there's something that keeps on pulling this person back. You bring this person back, pile one, and they love it or do they hate it. It's like they sit in this in between with you because they can't let it go necessarily. It's like they keep on replaying past memories or certain stuff like that. Back of the deck, escaping. Yeah, you become a real big fantasy for them. And you remember, this can be romantic, but sometimes this can just be like, oh man, she was such a good, or he was such a good worker. Damn, they were such a great friend. Damn, they brought a great vibe to this party. But I lost their contact information. Will I ever get it again? It's like stuff like that. Like, you leave a void in a lot of people's energy and they try to fill it with spaces, but then they still come back and compare. So they view you in a very high light, in a very divine light. You know what I mean? But also at the same time, this can be very triggering for them, pile one. But this is going to be the end of this reading. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I hope to see you in a future reading. Welcome on in, pile two. Thank you so much for choosing this reading and picking this pile. We are going to be tapping into the energy of how do men view you. Okay, this could be lovers, ex-lovers, friends, co-workers, family. It's just masculine energy in general. So let's tap in and see how they view you currently, or just viewing you, pile two. And then Nine of Pentacles. Oh, you bougie, independent. You got your own shit. I feel like men view you as someone that, like, you're not very codependent, pile two. You sit in this energy of, like, having your own stuff. Maybe you have your own apartment, your own car. You work a good job. You have a good sense of stability around you, whether that's, like, friends, family. Or maybe you just have a good sense of stability within yourself. Like, you don't need no man. This is how masculines view you. Maybe some of you guys could have grown up very independent, and I feel like if you guys have fathers that are still alive, they look at you and they could be very proud of you for all your accomplishments that you've made. But a lot of people, I feel like, would also depend on that as well. So maybe masculines feel like, oh, since you have it, that you'll easily give it out, such as money, stability, whatever the case may be. But I do feel like you're really good at calling out fake supporters or fake energy, pile two, and this is what these masculines are noticing as well. I feel like the way masculines view as well, pile two, is like very beautiful. Like, you have a sense of style or energy about you that is unique and it stands out. Let's get some more cards. Wow, look at me not even starting a timer. See, I also feel like I feel like masculines enjoy being in your energy, pile two, because I meant to start a timer for these readings just so I don't over talk. I feel like people, especially in the masculine energy, enjoy being in your space. Some of them think you smell very amazing and good. You take care of yourself. I feel like this is how men view you: clean, pretty, or handsome. Especially if you could be a masculine watching this, someone who takes care of themselves. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, and someone who got money, okay? Someone who just has it. And you gotta keep in mind, you might not be materially abundant, but you could be spiritually abundant. So masculine energy could look at you and be like, damn, why does she always seem like everything's fine? Or why does she always seem like, you know, she's living life? Or, I don't know, just getting random opportunities. There's some masculines here that are kind of jealous of the abundance that you sit in. I just want to say that because I do feel like some of them don't understand how you sit in an abundant stance, or for it to be continuous. I'm not saying that you have money all the time, but you're never dry, you're never begging, you're never in a sense of need. It feels like confirmation, but masculines seem you to be very protected, or they might not even know what the term is spiritually, but they know that there's something in your energy that is like guiding you or helping you out, or at least that's what they feel. For some, I want to say, like, some of these masculines, these could feel like ex-friends, maybe past lovers. Like I said, it feels like a little bit of jealousy of the support that you could have had. Some of you could have had great families growing up, great support systems, great energies of people believing in you and having faith in your journey as you're growing and to be the person you are today. And for some reason, there's a couple masculines in this energy that are like mad because maybe they didn't have that. Maybe that they didn't have the the easy life, because I keep on hearing like there's a masculine here specifically that feels like you had the easy life for the easy energy, or you didn't go through trials and tribulations, so they don't understand the abundance you sit in. But you're sitting in the abundance you sit in because you put the work in. You put in that bread to get the crumb, right? It's not vice versa. Yes, things fall into your lap because you are naturally abundant, pile too, and I do feel like masculines especially notice it, but also at the same time, to say that you don't deserve to be where you're at, that is just very arrogant. So it's coming out of jealousy, it's coming out of projection, it's coming out of people who don't understand why you could be having certain things that they wish that they could have had. Okay. Yeah, 8 of Cups, okay? And that's another thing as well. I do feel as well, pile 2, that you guys are not afraid to walk away or detach from this type of energy. You're not going to get in your head about people who are jealous about your foundation. It feels to me you guys are really on your grind, really focused on your goals. Some of you could have Capricorn or have heavy earth placements in your chart, maybe even fire, because I hear Aries. But because I'm also hearing like you guys are about the money, like. I also feel like masculines like that about you though. Like you're not someone who's going to be laid up in bed all day and not doing anything. It feels like people find you to be very educated, very hardworking, very self-serving. Like you're living your life, but you're also showing up for yourself. And it's admirable to a lot of masculines because they are inspired by that independence, you know. I feel like a lot of them find it to be very attractive, but there are a couple masculines that are like, got their nose up, like you think you're better than me. And if you like, hey, remember pile 2, that's what they're saying. You didn't say it, so if you think I'm better than you, then don't wear the shoe if it don't fit. You feel me? Let's get some more clarification though. I want to go from this deck. How is men feeling you? Make sure you guys like this video, comment, subscribe if you're enjoying the reading. Love affair, dirty little secret, sex fixing down low. Okay, so for those who had like very limited or temporary connections with people, or people that you've known that were toxic, now this love affair could be that romantic energy, but doesn't really have to be. It could just be energies that you know that weren't just the most positive for you, right? You peep the negative vibes, the patterns, the whatever they were projecting out or sitting in. That's that energy that's jealous. For some, you could have like an ex or someone you were connected to, they have a new partner that's jealous of you. Like for example, you might have a mom that's dating a new guy and that new guy's jealous of your abundance, or an ex that's dating a new girl and she's peeping you because he's talking about you in such a negative way and she's seeing your abundance. It's like there's so many people outside looking in here that notice where you stand, and it's standing on top, right? Like you're standing in that #1 spot. Cutting ties, freedom, standing up and awaken. But remember, masculines realize that you don't put up with a lot of shit, pile 2. It's like you cut it. You like cut the cameras. You like, I gotta go. I don't got time. I got money to make. I got goals to achieve. I got self-worth to be reminded of. It feels like to me, pile 2, when it comes to your energy, what masculines view is very strong, very capable of like, I don't know, I'm hearing practicing what you preach, like putting yourself in the energy of doing what you say you're going to do. For some, they don't believe it at the time when you say you're going to do it, and then you do it. Yeah, family, okay? It says blood ties and inner circle. So I want to let you know that there are family here that you could have cut off, and that could have been this negative energy. But for a majority of you, you have a strong family and home base stability. And remember, family don't necessarily got to be blood. Some of you could have left family that was toxic just to create your own family, or meet people that feel like family, and these people believe it, or the system or this energy believes in you. Okay, and people are jealous of that. Okay, yeah, look at that, toxic drama, arguments, incompatible. People are like, the people who are jealous of it, like the foundations and the things that you are creating for yourself, especially currently, pile 2. These are people that sit in toxic dynamic. Okay, they don't know how to do better for themselves, and they're mad that you're doing better for yourself. But it's not your problem, you know what I mean? And you got to keep in mind, I feel like another thing here is like a lot of these, because we're talking about the masculine energies, a lot of these masculines want to sit in this energy of like, yeah, I'm the man, I can get this done and I can do that. Meanwhile, they're sitting in this energy of the 9 of Swords, watching you accomplish everything that they, I don't know, it's like a trigger for them. It's like That's why I'm saying that there's a lot of people that are inspired by you, masculines, what? But there's a lot of masculines too that like side eye you as well. Like, who the fuck does she think she is? Who or he is, take how it resonates, but who you are, you're just standing in a sense of practicing what you preach. That independence, showing people who you are instead of telling them. And for some reason, you know, a lot of people find this amazing about you, Pile 2, but a lot of people are triggered about it as well. Alright, let's get you an advice card. I don't know if I pulled an advice card for Pile 1, but let's see. Yeah, it's a time for healing. So you guys bring a very healing energy. Masculines can be very triggered by this. It's like some love it, some are inspired, some can take this energy and it transforms them to be better people, or it makes them want to do better things or go after bigger things. And there's other people who are triggered by this energy because of how healed you have become, what you don't allow, what they still allow, what they still sit in. It feels to me you are like the color purple, Pile 2. You guys are just leveling up, and people are watching from the outside, from the outskirts. And there are people that are so proud of you, but there are people, our masculines here, that are like sitting here trying to, you know, not give you the roses of how far you came on your own journey, and they can't do that, and they know that. Okay, so the advice here is to continue healing, because this is how men view you, someone who is strong and capable, but also very adaptable. You don't really let things affect you, or you at least don't hold on to things too tightly. Maybe you used to, okay? But this is going to be the end of your reading, Pile 2. I really do hope this resonated. I hope you could get something out of it. And of course, I hope to catch you in a future reading. And Pile 3, how are we doing? We are going to get right into your reading. This is going to be, how do men view you? Okay, so this can be masculines in any form, in any aspect, such as past lovers, friends, co-workers, bosses, family members. It's just reading for how masculine energy views you. Okay, so let's tap into the energy and let's see what Spirit has for you. How does the masculine energy view you? How do masculines view you? How do men view you? 7 of Wands. Oh, you guys are a tough cookie. I feel like 7 of Wands, I feel like you guys are challenging. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I feel like a lot of men can feel you like someone that is like, you're the type of person that might not let people in all the way or let them in all the time, and I feel like people feel challenged by that energy. I feel like men look at you as a chase a little bit, or a tease a little bit. Pile 3, it's like you give just enough out, but also at the same time, you being in your own avoidance or detached energy gets them wanting to be pulled towards your energy. You do have something magnetic about you, and I think that's what they like, the challenge. It's like you don't make it easy for them. For some, these masculines could be observing you and watching how sometimes they can be in your energy and sometimes they don't, and it's like for some of them it leaves them in awe. Now I want to say this is more on a platonic level. It feels like these are people that are challenged by the energy you stand in, such as your beliefs and stuff like that, because I get you being kind of very blunt, and there's some masculines here that kind of get triggered by your truth, you sitting in your truth, you speaking your truth. You're not afraid confirmation burp to say it what it is. I'm hearing that song, what it is, ho, what's up? Like, you're not afraid to speak your truth, or however it resonates. But there's a lot of people that get like, especially like family members or ex-friends. Maybe you guys have people in your family that have this hush-hush mentality, like don't speak up about stuff, or friends that want you to only believe in what they believe. But the minute you say your opinion on something, it's like your opinion don't matter. It's like there are masculines here that dissuade your opinion, Pile 3, okay? But they also find you to be very very, you stand 10 toes down. Like, I really do feel like you guys still kind of are just being yourself, regardless of how people try to put you in a box. And that's how men are perceiving you, that you're yourself, Pile 3. I feel like some of you could be very different. Maybe you're into different types of hobbies and stuff, and I think that's another thing. Men are viewing you very I'm hearing the word artistic, but I'm getting the energy of like unique. Like, maybe some of you watch anime, some of you guys are, I don't know, like painters, or maybe you guys fucking, I I don't know. It's giving whatever is unique to you and you find it as a hobby. There could be masculines that here that are low-key intrigued, low-key want to be part of that energy with you, or be like, I don't know, want to figure out more about it, but it's like maybe it goes against their own belief system in something. Like, for example, it's giving me like the jock who is interested in the nerdy girl, but the jock has to be focused on the football and the being popular. Meanwhile, he wants to be around the nerdy girl who's be reading books in the library all day and has insight to share about whatever. But he's too busy standing in his own belief that he's not sitting in his own truth. It's like, it feels like there are masculines that sit around your energy, that sit in that archetype, right? Who want to be part of this authenticity but don't sit in their own truth. Yeah, they find you to be very authentic, pile 3. Let's get some more clarification. How are men viewing you? But also, you guys are like very blunt, 4 of Swords, and you keep to yourself. You don't let anybody in. I feel like you guys are it's funny, masculines kind of find you guys to be a little bit masculine, whether you are a masculine watching this or a feminine. Like, you're very protective. Like, I really feel like you're the type of, you're a girl's girl, or you're, you know, a boy's boy. Like, you stand up for your friends. You protect the weak. You protect the innocent. Like, it's funny how I say the innocence and we have a page of cups on the back of the deck. It's like, you guys are very strong-willed for your own energy, and I just feel like maybe it's because, I'm not gonna say you guys been through stuff, but it just, you guys learn not to take shit. And masculines peep this shit. There's people that know not to fuck with you, especially like on the masculine energy. They know not to have an argument. They know not to say nothing to your ass, because you gonna come with the facts. You gonna start to say shit that hurt their feelings. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth being presented out. A lot of people can't take the heat, so they stay out the kitchen when in regards of you, pile 3. But they also feel intrigued by that. There's some people that hate the fact that you trigger them, but they also want to be a part of your world here with the 2 of Cups. Like, you have like lovers and friends and crushes on the masculine level that get triggered by you because they can't figure you out, they can't control you, and you come off as like an enigma. But also at the same time, it's like, I want to be part of that enigma. Like, there's something about it that's intriguing and you know, magnetizing, and it is because you're sitting in your own energy and you're doing it very unapologetically, pile 3. Love that for you. Yeah, we have the 9 of Wands, and we also do have the 5 of Swords in reverse. So with that 9 of Wands in reverse, it's like I said, you guys are, you guys are loners. Like, I'm getting like you guys are lone wolves. Like, you stick to yourself, you move to the own beat of your drum. You're not really here to please or do anything for everybody else. You could have resonated with pile 2 as well, this independent energy, but you do open yourself to people who feel worthy of you, or like you feel like you can trust, because I think that's another thing as well. Like, masculines are noticing the wall that you create, but they also are realizing that the people that are closest to her or him, they seem to have an amazing connection or get an amazing energy out of this person. You know what I mean? So it's almost like you have this hidden gem or hidden energy that people feel kind of closed off or challenged by, or kind of turned off by, but also turned on by at the same time, intrigued. But also at the same time, they're just like, let me get a little bit closer. Let me see what everybody else is picking up on. You have a very interesting energy, pile 3, because it lingers for a lot of masculines, but not even just masculines. I just feel like in people in general, like, there's people that still pay attention to you even if they don't want to pay attention to you. There's people that you have cussed the fuck out and told you, fuck you, you stupid bitch, and these people still think about you to this day, or have dreams about you, or whatever the case may be. It's like you create epiphanies in people's energies. They're not realizing it, but also people might not be in tune to understand it, right? To understand this energy, you have to kind of know yourself, and a lot of these energies don't know their self. A lot of these masculines that are intrigued don't know themselves. They're just looking at a mirror through you, right? So when they're seeing this mystery, when they're seeing this intrigue, when they're seeing this magnetism, it's like, it's energy that they're obviously aware of, but they haven't unlocked within themselves. And you're sitting proudly in that. That's why people, especially masculines, I feel like will always be attached to you. I feel like you guys are gonna always have like lovers who secretly have a soft spot for you, and family that even though they hate you, they're like, holy crap, like, you know, pile 3 did that. Like, I'm mad and I want to have my opinion, but they did that. And then you guys have friends that, I feel like it's well pile 3 because the 11th house is coming up. Like, you might have friends that copy you or people that have copied you, but that's just the inspiration pouring out and the energy you sit in, right? Like, there's so many people, masculine wise, that want to be like you, want to be a part of your energy, but I say it's a challenge because you don't make it easy. Like, it's almost like people got to hit some, you guys run a strict program. That's what I'm hearing, pile 3. All right, let's get some more clarification. We're going to pull from this deck. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Yeah, look at that. Unstable. It says unquenchable, and it says wanting more. Okay, so you leave people, especially masculines, wanting more. For some, like, I feel like some of you could have like creepy family too. Like I said, like people who know they should not be looking at you the way that they are looking at you. Because I get like a little bit of a forbiddenness. So take it how it resonates on the masculine. You know, that can be lovers too, friends as well. But I did get that weird energy of like an uncle like looking at you weird, and you being like, what the fuck, like. But you have a very unquenchable, like I told you, when people go stay keeping up with you, pile 3, because like I said, you're a enigma, all right? Looking for you online, searching, watching, paying attention, very observant. Archangel Michael is protecting you though. It says prevention from harm, and it says divine intervention. So I want to let you know that a lot of these people, confirmation birth, that look at you as a challenge and look at you as this a mystery, enigma, blah, blah, blah. This is all like fantasized thoughts, and spirit is protecting you over that because some of them might not have the most pure intentions. Now, TikTok, divine timing, and time is running out. So this energy is the energy of saying that, like, you know, people feel drained almost, like dealing with your energy, because it's like some want to be part of your energy, but like I said, you run a strict program. You're really hard to get to know unless you trust. Like you stand very firm in your boundaries, pile 3, and this is something you have learned to do, to accustom to do, and masculines notice that. TikTok is telling me that, you know, some masculines know that they only have, like, I'm hearing like that phrase, you know, you only got 30 minutes, like. Some people don't get to be in your energy for long, and then when they're not in your energy, now they're like, yeah, exactly, Jurassic, extreme, harsh cutoff. Like, when they're not in your energy anymore, now it's a problem. Okay. Yeah, fake. Because like I said, people get like, you probably come across a lot of people who don't, that wear a lot of masks because you sit so authentically in your own truth, pile 3. Masculines notice it because I get fake and living beyond mean. So these are people that, like I said, they're being intrigued and inspired by your energy, pile 3, but instead of being themselves, they're mirroring you, right? Instead of, they're seeing you being magnetized and courageous and independent and whatever, I gotta copy that energy. Like, some of you have had copycats with lovers, friends, family, whatever the case may be as well. And this is how masculines view you, of noticing that people copy and paste the blueprint. Wow, so it says your commitments are being tested. So your advice over this energy is letting you know that your own commitments to energy is being tested. I feel like there are people here, people like to test your energy, people like to waste your time. Spirit says, listen to your intuition, remain in your boundaries. I feel like the more you stay true to yourself, the more you're going to catch this energy every single time. Because it gives the energy that people, like I said, want to be part of your world without doing the work, without sitting in their own truth, and whatever the case may be. And when the truth does come out, because everything that's done in the dark gets illuminated, right? Now it's like, that's where this triggerness comes from. This is where the negativity comes from. All right, but you guys are really good at cutting it off. Like I said, you guys are really good at running a strict program. Spirit says continue that, but also understand that people do get obsessed with your energy a little bit, pile 3, just for the fact that you come off as a challenge, right? You don't make it easy for people. Okay, so make sure you are protecting your own energy. Archangel Michael is obviously here protecting you, but this is, you know, a strong message of that, like, you know, people will test the limits to get into your energy. Okay, especially masculines right now that view you. But this is going to be the end of your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I catch you in a future reading. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See ya.